Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I'm back with another mansion and a lot has happened in the world of The Sims 4. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, so that's what we're going to do here. And of course, I'm also going to tell you what I built, how I built it, why I built it, and what's going on here. So I built my favorite world, Desert Valley. It is probably my favorite world, I guess, because I'm building in this world a lot. And I built this on the 64x64 lot. I wanted to work on another mansion and I wanted to put a heavy focus on glass. You already saw the finished build in the beginning of the video, and I used lots of island living glass floors and also this window over here, which is part of Snowy Escape. And this window has the same dimensions as the island living glass floors, and before the pack came out I always used tool to rotate the island living glass floors to have this type of window, but now that we have Snowy Escape we don't do that anymore. We can simply use this window. It almost looks identical, which is amazing, and I don't have to rotate it. And I use tool to have this round window facade. There's a tutorial on my channel about this. I always link the tutorial playlist down below, so you can check this tutorial out if you would like to. And then I had to hide the floor at the top. You can't use the floor to create this type of round shape, of course. We have round foundation pieces, but they're different. They are a different size. So I have to just use a regular floor piece and I have to fill in the space at the top as much as possible. And then I used this wonderful pristine pedestal from Get Famous. This is what this white cube is called, to hide the edges. And then I filled in the rest of the areas, and whenever something was sticking out, a floor piece, I just used the custom room tool to delete it. And then I had laid out my initial shape. Here I just used tool to bring these cubes into the perfect position. I could have done this without the mod, but sometimes I feel like this mod is making you a bit lazy, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, if you like to use the mod, why make your life harder when you can just use the mod to just, I don't know, it's just a quick fix. First, I wanted to have this super huge round window facade, but I eventually ended up making it a bit smaller. I'm going to remove a couple of windows on the right side because I was kind of working on a different shape and there's like so much glass, as I've said, and I was struggling with the whole light situation on the inside. So it's super sun flooded and super beautiful on the inside, as you will see, because I used so much glass. It's like really bright and beautiful. It gave me some summer and spring vibes, but the light seemed to be a bit weird, like the way light looks in this game when a room isn't fully closed. But I closed it over and over again using the custom room tool. This is what I usually do when this happens. I just use the custom room tool and I go over my existing rooms or the whole floor plan on one level to make sure that it's really closed. But nothing changed, but I was still feeling like something is wrong, this isn't right. And then after I had finished the whole build, I realized that there was a piece of floor missing, like a piece of ceiling. And then I clicked on the room and there's this yellow outline, and I clicked on remove ceiling, and then I clicked on it again and I selected build ceiling, and suddenly I fixed it. So if you notice that the light is a bit weird when I'm furnishing later on, this is why. And here I'm working on a round shape. There are lots of round shapes in this build once again, and this here is a base game object, a base game debug object, like just some type of column. And I placed it in different sizes. I just sized it up and then I created this round shape on the left side. And here at this point there are only round shapes, but as you already saw in the beginning, there are also some rectangular shapes and all that. So it's a mix of all kinds of different shapes, and it just ended up being a beautiful luxurious mansion, I guess. And this object that I just used to create this round room at the bottom or whatever that is, this is the Sparta monolith. I can totally recommend it for stuff like this. Here I didn't want to use the base game column that I used earlier on the left side because I just like this look and it just looks different. And I was just slowly making this build bigger. I just knew that I wanted to have this round window facade, and at some point I really had to think hard what I'm going to do next, and I just worked on the section by section, which is what I really like to do, as you know. I sometimes work on the whole shell first, but most of the time this is what I like to do. I just work on each section and then I look at it and I'm like, yeah, this is looking fine. And then I add more, and sometimes it's looking fine, sometimes it's not. Then I'm just removing a section and then building something else on the other side of the build. I don't know. And this way the build is just coming along. So here I used a fun trick that I came up with. So I wanted to have this triangular shape and I wanted to use these island living glass floors. But as you can see, when I build a platform, it's kind of glitching. You can still see like it turns the platform translucent as well, but it looks super glitchy and weird. So I used this object here, which is part of Get Together. And it looks like a stone rug. And I've used the stone rug from Get Together many times. Actually, you can just find it in the rug section. But this one is a different object. You also have to filter by Get Together. And then you go to decorations. And then you will see that it's like also like some type of rug. I think it's supposed to be used for a pool. And if I'm not wrong, you can even find it in the pool section. When you go to the area where you can find all the pool decorations and stuff that you can just place at the bottom of the pool, you will also find this object, and it looks like a rock, and also your Sims completely ignore it, so it doesn't block your Sims path. And I used this object to kind of hide the glitching platform at the top, and this way I was able to create this triangular glass room or whatever it is, and I think it looks really fancy. And here at this point it's relatively small. I'm going to make it a lot bigger, and actually I did this a couple of times. I made it bigger and bigger and bigger, and then I built the same room on the other side. As you can see, I simply copied it. This is what I always say: if you've already built it, if it looks fine, and if you just want to replicate the same thing on the same lot, why should you build it again? Just click on the room and copy it. And that's what I did here. And I also created this triangular shape over here. I used the same trick because of the glitching platform, and I then decided to place more of these columns just to make it look beautiful and smooth. And at this point the build was really coming along, but I still had a long way to go. Like, building this took a while and also furnishing this, but I had a lot of fun, and I hope that you will enjoy this. So I quickly want to talk about all the stuff that has been happening in The Sims. So first of all, we got a free update yesterday, and I'm also going to use a couple of the new objects when I'm furnishing this. Not in the beginning, like when I start to furnish, the update wasn't out yet, but when I'm furnishing a couple of bedrooms, I'm going to use stuff that was in the update. So The Sims collaborated with a couple of CC creators, and we got a couple of new things, like new furniture, new cast items, and new food, like just a couple of fun things. It was a small cute update, and we got furniture by Hey Harry and Peacemaker, and I'm just so in love with the new objects. It's not a lot, but it's like a nice little update, a nice little gift. It was because The Sims turned 21, so they just wanted to give us a couple of items. It's 21 items in total, actually, like including cast and the food and all that. 21 items because they turned 21, and it's really beautiful. I really like the new stuff. You will see it later in this video, and also I'm pretty sure that you've already updated your game and checked it out. If not, you should totally do that. You can just update it in Origin, and then it's in the base game. You just have to filter by base game, but they've also added another section that is called birthday, so you can also filter by birthday if you want to, which is really cute. Also, here I'm building a round pool. I have all these round shapes, and then I wanted to have a round pool up there, like at the top of the build, just so it looks fancy. And I used the Spa Stony Goodness slabs, and I also used the rock that isn't a rock that I just talked about around the pool. And I'm also going to remove a section of the Spa Stony Goodness slab so your Sims can actually enter the pool, and I'm also going to use this Get Together object to just kind of hide it. I just wanted to quickly mention it. So back to the update. Yeah, the update is really cute. I really like that. It really made me want to work on a base game build, so I might do that soon. And other stuff has been happening as well, so we will get bunk beds. Yesterday we got the update first, and then The Sims went live on Twitch, where they talked about the update, talked to creators, and we got to see all the new stuff. And we had already gotten the update at this point, so the cat was kind of out of the bag, but they still showed off all the new amazing stuff and talked about the update. But then at the very end of the stream, they announced bunk beds. So bunk beds are coming to the Sims 4 base game in late March, which is so exciting. I know we've been waiting for so many years, and I know that so many Simmers have been waiting for this, and I mean, better late than never, I guess. I'm just really excited about this. I think it's really cool for smaller homes when you work on tiny homes. I hope that we are going to get a bunk bed, like where you have a bed at the top, but at the bottom there isn't a bed, but just some space for a desk, for example. This would be perfect for tiny builds. I hope that we won't just get regular bunk beds, like 2 beds stacked on top of each other. I definitely want to have a version where we have some space for a desk or something for a tiny build. Also, when a build is more on the smaller side, but you want to have a lot of space for a lot of Sims, for a Sim family, then I think bunk beds are just the perfect solution. And I'm just really excited about this. Sometimes when I feel a bit bad because I'm building on a bigger lot, but there aren't enough bedrooms, I can just squeeze in more bunk beds into a kid's room, I guess. I don't know. I'm just really happy about this. As a builder, I really appreciate it. I was kind of hoping for cars, to be honest, like when they said that there will be one other thing that they are going to announce in the stream. I was like, oh my god, maybe cars. I just want to build some fancy garages and driveways, and I want to have some cars. I don't know, but bunk beds are fine, and I'm really excited. And there's more. There are more news indeed. So there was a leak which by now has been confirmed by The Sims, so it's official now. But there was a leak that showed that there will be something called kits coming to The Sims. So kit as in KIT, and The Sims confirmed it. So kits will be announced on March 2nd, I think. And this will be like another type of pack. So we have expansion packs, game packs, and stuff packs, and now we will have some kits. And essentially, what I think it is, it's like a smaller stuff pack. Some of you may remember the Sims 3 store where you could buy individual furniture pieces or sets, and it seems to be the same thing essentially. There is a new kitchen, like a country style kitchen, also something involving vacuum cleaning. I don't know, so just really small sets of objects and stuff, so you might just buy one kitchen, for example, so not a whole pack. I don't know what to think of this. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Sims 3 store. I don't like when they split up objects and just like a lot of individual kits, and it's like, I don't know, maybe more expensive to buy all these items compared to a pack. But I don't know, this is just rumors, and I'm just thinking about the Sims 3 store here. So it may be the best thing ever. I don't know yet. I'm a bit skeptical. I'm excited, I'm curious, and I want to buy that country kitchen. But at the same time, I'm a bit hesitant, and I just have to wait what happens on March 2nd. So we will see the announcement and the pricing and what's going on. So I'm really excited for that, and I want that kitchen, as I said, really amazing. I'm also wondering if there will be like a lot of content at some point, so you kind of lose the overview. It was really easy so far to just say, yeah, for example, I own all game packs, I own 4 expansion packs, and I don't know, I still need 4 stuff packs, for example. But it was kind of easy to have an overview what's missing, or when you upload a build to the gallery, someone might be like, yeah, okay, I got all that stuff, but I'm missing 1 game pack. But I'm just wondering if there will be like, I don't know, 100 kits at some point, if you don't even know what's going on anymore. Just speculation, just my fears. I want to stay positive, and I'm really excited what's to come. So we will see, I guess. So yeah, kits, bunk beds, and the new update. Lots of stuff. No announcement for a new pack yet. So we will see what will happen. And here I'm already furnishing. At first I had to work on the floor plan, of course, and this was a bit difficult. I have 2 stories essentially, and at the bottom you will find the kitchen, the living room, and all that jazz, and at the top I built the bedrooms, and I ended up building 3 bedrooms in total. I think at first I wanted to squeeze 4 bedrooms in, but this wasn't really working, so I ended up including 3. And on the floor below, as I said, you will find the kitchen, just the living area, and I have created these huge sunrooms using all my glass floors, as you saw, and I was thinking about turning these rooms into bedrooms, but this would be kind of weird, like some type of sunroom bedroom. So I ended up using these rooms for a living room and a dining room, as you will see. So I decided to just have these 3 bedrooms at the top, and I then started to work on the kitchen. I used these island living counters, a lot of neutral colors, and I wanted to have a dining room right next to the kitchen because, I mean, it just made sense. And this room is like really big. The dining room is super huge, so I had to merge multiple dining tables together to kind of create a really long dining table, like really luxurious. And I then just built a bar, just different things, just so I would have a really spacious, luxurious dining room that you would use to entertain guests probably. Also an area, just a corner where you could sit and hang out. I also included a piano and a mic stand, just different things. So this is like really over the top. The dining room is one of the most beautiful things in this house, in my opinion, just because of the glass as well, all these windows and the glass roof. The lighting is just so wonderful in that dining room. I just love this. Delta Valley is generally such a beautiful world because of the light. I mean, the world itself isn't this beautiful except the pinnacles, which are these 3 lots at the top, but the light is what makes this world so beautiful, in my opinion. I just love this so much, so I just had to make use of the beautiful light. I mean, when you build a glass room in Delta Valley and you have beautiful light, you just have to turn it into something beautiful somehow. So I really put a huge focus on the whole dining room thing and all the other rooms, and furnishing this was generally so much fun. Also, there's another announcement. I've already posted about this in the community thingy on YouTube. I also tweeted about that and posted it everywhere. I have a Patreon now. I wanted to do this for the longest time. Some of you were requesting this in the past, and it was mentioned here and there, and I finally created a Patreon. I'm going to link my Patreon down below in the description box so you can find it if you want to support me. I'm now also offering tray files. You can, like, there are different tiers, and the diamond tier includes tray files. The thing is, I've been building for a long time, and I've been doing YouTube since August 2018. There are a lot of builds, and I haven't uploaded all tray files yet. So in the next days, I will make sure to upload, I don't know, at least 20 more. So I just want to upload the whole collection, but this is like a growing selection right now. And also after this video here's out, which it is because you're watching this right now, I'm just talking to myself right now while recording this, but after releasing this video I'm going to upload the tray files to my Patreon. And of course this build is also available in the gallery for free. As always, nothing is going to change. I'm going to upload all my builds for free in the gallery. Tray files are just optional, so if you're interested in that and if you want to support me, you can do that, and you can head over to my Patreon. There are also polls and sneak peeks and different things, and I'm super new to this, and thank you to anyone who has been supporting me already, and of course thank you to anyone who has been supporting me in general by watching my videos, commenting, liking, retweeting, all these things. All of your support is equally important to me, so you don't have to become a patron to kind of fully support me or anything. I appreciate any support. Whenever you're watching a video of mine or leaving a comment, I just really appreciate all of your support. I just want to make this very clear. I just wanted to let you know that there's a Patreon and tray files now. So yeah, check it out if you want to. And thank you to anyone who supports me, no matter how you support me. I love you all so much. Also, there will be a giveaway soon, like in general. This has nothing to do with the whole Patreon thing, like in general, because I'm going to hit a really exciting milestone. Some of you might know which milestone that is. I'm not going to say it yet. Maybe you figure it out. I don't know. But I'm going to announce this soon on Twitter first probably, and in the community tab. I don't know. I'm going to announce it also in a video. So there will be a exciting milestone and a giveaway very soon. Also, the shell challenge is out if you want to participate in my shell challenge. I have received a lot of feedback, and some of you seem to enjoy it, but also it seems to be a bit difficult, and I wanted this challenge to be really challenging. I mean, this is what it's about. My last shell was the tricky shell challenge, and now I wanted this challenge to be even more challenging, but it seems to be too challenging. I don't know. I've read that some builders gave up. So some of you said, yeah, I'm giving up. That's it. I'm out. I'm not doing that. And I feel really sorry about this because I want my shells to be for everyone, but I think it's a bit too difficult. I still enjoy this. I also absolutely enjoy to see your submissions. I just feel sorry for anyone who kind of dropped out and was like, nah, that's too difficult. So I'm promising you my next shell will be for everyone. It will be easier. It's always going to be a bit challenging. That's what my challenges are about. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a challenge really. But I want it to be on the level of the tricky shell challenge maybe, so it won't be as difficult. I don't know, I've created a monster, I feel like. So I'm really sorry. If you felt it's too difficult, I'm sorry. And if you've been enjoying it, I'm also very happy, of course. So if you are looking for a challenge, you can check out my latest shell challenge, which is the jigsaw challenge. It's my last video, the video before this one here. You can find it on my channel, and thank you to anyone who already participated. I'm just really excited. I don't know, so much stuff has happened. All these Sims announcements. Now, I made a couple of announcements. A lot of stuff is happening, and I'm just looking forward to a pack announcement maybe. We just need a new pack, I feel like. And I'm also looking forward to building more recently. I don't know, I just had a lot of other stuff to do. I also wasn't feeling too inspired. I don't know, maybe it's the winter. Now it feels more like spring already. The sun is out more, it's a lot warmer, and I feel a lot better. I don't know, I wasn't really feeling like myself. And this has been going on for a while now, and I definitely want to put up more content, more builds, and I just want to spend more time in build mode. I just want to create some fancy builds for you. If you have any requests, any idea, anything you want to see on this channel, any builds, any styles, any tutorials, just anything. Also, maybe a challenge. What about a challenge? I thought of this. There's also a poll up on my Patreon, by the way. I want to do a challenge. So not like a shell challenge, like some type of building challenge where I'm just torturing myself with a build challenge. So it's a bit difficult for me, because I really gave you a hard time with the jigsaw challenge, and maybe it's time for me to have a hard time. I don't know. I just really want to create some fun things for you and have a giveaway, just different things. So we have some fun here, and I don't know, we get going again, because I feel like it was a bit slow on this channel recently because I wasn't uploading as much. So I'm just ready to be back, and I hope so are you. This here is one of the bedrooms, and one was really colorful, as you just saw. I was kind of thinking of Carrie from Sex and the City. I was just thinking of this kind of style when I was working on the other one. I used some no-CC gallery art, so anything you see here is no-CC, and this table over here was from the free update created by Peacemaker. Just so much amazing stuff in this update. I'm going to say it again, this cabinet as well. So there's just so much going on in this update. I'm just amazed. And then I went on to decorate the outside more. I was already done at this point, but then I realized that I forgot to just kind of add a hot tub and an outdoor kitchen, just some stuff in this area here. I had added some windows to this pool, which is just super fun in my opinion. So you can technically look through the pool to the outside and vice versa, which is really fun. And I just ended up building a outdoor kitchen there. And at this point, I hadn't fixed the light yet. As I've told you in the beginning, I noticed that the interior light was a bit off, so I changed that. And the table that I've just placed is by Hey Harry, just so beautiful. Sam is such a talented creator, and I'm just blown away by this update. This video is slowly coming to an end, and we are about to take a look at the screenshots. But first, it's time to thank the Patreons on the Emerald tier, because on the Emerald tier, you get mentioned in my videos, and I say your name and I thank you, and I love you. So thank you so much to Britta1670, to Shannon McClam, and to Sadie. Thank you so much for your support. Of course, also thank you to anyone else who supports me, but thank you to the Emerald Patreons. You are amazing. Thank you so much for your love and your support. And now it's time to take a look at the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching. Here you can see the screenshots, the floor plan, everything. This build is available in the gallery. My ID is KateEmerald. You can also find all the information in the description box. You can also get the tray thoughts on my Patreon. I'm going to link my Patreon in the description box as well. I would like to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and this build. I hope you have a perfect weekend. I love you all, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.